This is Flyer Tyler 657 giving you the story of the Sneetches and Other Stories. The stories I'll be reading from the Sneetches and Other Stories will be the Sneetches themselves and Too Many Days. Is everyone sitting comfortably? Then we shall begin. Now the star-belly Sneetches had bellies with stars. The plain-belly Sneetches had none upon fars. Those stars weren't so big, they were really so small. You might think such a thing wouldn't matter at all. But because they had stars, all the star-belly Sneetches would brag, "We're the best kind of Sneetch on the beaches." With their snoots in the air, they would sniff and they'd snort. And will have nothing to do with their plain belly sorts. And whenever they met some, they were out walking. They'd saunter straight past them without even talking. When the star-belly children went out to play ball, could a plain belly get in the game? No, not at all. You could only play if your bellies had stars, and the plain belly children had none upon fars. When the star-belly Sneetches had Frankfurter roasts, or picnics, or parties, or marshmallow toasts, they never invited the plain-belly Sneetches. They left them out cold. In the dark of the beaches, they kept them away, never let them come near, and that's how treated them year after year. Then one day it seems, while the plain-belly Sneetches were moping and doping, alone on the beaches, just sitting there, with their bellies had stars, a stranger zipped up in the strangest of cars. "My friends," he announced in a voice clear and keen, "my name is Sylvester MMXVIII, and I've heard of your troubles. I've heard you're unhappy, but I can fix that. I'm the fix-it-up chappie. I've come here to help you. I have what you need. My prices are low, and I work at great speed, and my work is 100% guaranteed." Then quickly, Sylvester MMXVIII put together a very peculiar machine. He says, "You want stars like a star-belly Sneetch? My friends, you can have them for $3 each. Just pay me your money and hop right aboard." So they clambered inside, then the big machine rode. And it clonked, and it bonked, and it jerked, and it burked, and it hopped them about, but the thing really worked. When the plain-belly Sneetches popped out, they had stars. They actually did. They had stars upon fars. Then they yelled at the ones who had stars at the start. "We're exactly like you. You can't tell us apart. We're all just the same, now you snooty old smarties, and now we can go to your Frankfurter parties." "Good grief," groaned the ones who had stars at the first. "We're still the best Sneetches, and they are the worst. But now how in the world will we know," they all frowned, "if which kind is what, or the other way round?" They came up McBean with a very sly wink, and he said, "Things are not quite as bad as you think. So you don't know who's who? That is perfectly true. But come with me, mates." "Pardon me? Do you know what I'll do? I'll make you again the best Sneetches on the beaches, and it'll all cost you. It's $10 eaches." Bellies are no longer in style, said McBean. What you need is a trip through my star-off machine. This wondrous contraption will take off your stars, so you won't look like Sneetches, who have them on fars. And that handy machine, working very precisely, removed all the stars from their tummies quite nicely. Then with snoots in the air, they paraded about. They opened their beaks and let out a shout. We know who is who, now there ain't no doubt. The best kind of Sneetches are Sneetches without. Then of course with stars, all got frightfully mad to be wearing a star now, frightfully bad. Then of course old Sylvester McMonkey McBead invited them into his star-off machine. Then of course with her then on, as you probably guess, things really got into a horrible mess. All the rest of that day, wild screaming beaches. The fix-it-up choppy kept fixing up Sneetches. Off again, on again, in again, out again, through the machine's earhouse, raced round and about again. Changing their stars every minute or two. They kept paying money, they kept running through, until neither the plane nor the starbellies knew whether this one was that one, or that one was this one, or which one was that one, or what one was who. Then every last cent of their money was spent. The fixing-up chappie packed up and he went. As he laughed and he drove in his car up the beach, they will never learn. No, you can't learn or teach a Sneetch. But McBean was quite wrong and quite happy to say that the Sneetches got really quite smart on that day. The day that they decided that Sneetches are Sneetches, and no kind of Sneetches is best on the beaches. That day all the Sneetches forgot about stars